For more information related to the civil engineering concepts and civil engineering updates, please visit my website civilbasics123.com. Go to type civilbasics123.com in Google so that my website will be open here like this. So which is consisting of all detailed concepts related to the civil engineering topics. So please follow my website civilbasics123.com. Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Civil Engineering by Shravan. So due to some of the request from our subscribers, just I am starting the earthquake resistant design concepts series for the respected building structural designs. Okay, so in this video I will explain you what are the different types of the earthquake resistant structural models are there as per the IS 1893 codal provision. Okay, so initially I will explain you the different types of the earthquake resistant structural models, basic concepts. Then after that, in my upcoming videos I will explain you how to design that respected earthquake resistant structure as per that considered methods. Okay, so earthquake resistant design methods are classified into as per the IS codal provision 1893-2016 codal provision. Okay, so as per the seismic code provision, the seismic zones are classified into 4 categories. Okay, which are related to the zone 2 seismic condition, zone 3 seismic condition, zone 4 seismic condition and zone 5 seismic condition. Okay, so for example, let us consider zone 2 seismic condition is then which is having Z coefficient factor is 0.10. Okay, so this respected zone is also called as low seismic zone. Okay, and next one is related to the zone 3 seismic condition, which is having 0.16 is the seismic coefficient factor, and this respected zone provisions is called as moderate seismic zoning condition. Okay, again next one is related to the zone 4 seismic condition. This respected zone is called as high seismic zone. Okay, so again last one is related to the zone 5 seismic condition, which is called as very severe condition zone condition system. Okay, so for example, let us consider I need to construct the building which is related to the G plus, let us consider G plus 10 story structure in a critical zone condition which is having seismic coefficient value Z value is 0.36 value. Okay, so in order to construct that respected value, we know that as per the IS 1893 codal provision, if you construct the building structure in zone 5 seismic condition system, so it will be having high amount of the deflection value, shear value. Okay, so if we construct that respected building structure in a high amount of the seismic zone condition system, so basically it will be collapse as per the design consideration. Okay, so but we need to design that respected system or building structure as per the earthquake resistant structural design. Okay, so I will explain you what are the different types of the basic earthquake resistant design methods are there as per the IS codal provision. So as per the standard, the earthquake methods are earthquake resistant building structure methods are classified into 6 categories. Okay, so this is the basic earthquake resistant building structural design concepts. Okay, so in that, first one is related to the bracing systems, and second one is related to the shear wall system, and third one is related to the damper system, and fourth one is related to the base isolation system, and fifth one is related to the jacketing of the column, and last one is related to the infill wall method. Okay, so these are the basic frequently used methods for decreasing the earthquake loading condition system. Okay, so first one is related to the bracing system. So bracing system is nothing but the steel member which is connected to the bay frame. Okay, so if you consider beam and column section is there, in between that respected bay frame structure we need to construct the steel bracing system. Okay, so these respected steel bracings are consisting of different types of there, which are related to the forward bracing system, backward bracing system, and X-type bracing system, V bracing system, inverted V bracing system, K bracing system. Okay, again Y bracing systems also there. Okay, so next one is shear wall system. Shear wall system is also one of the most important method to increase the stability of the building structure. Okay, so next one is damper system. So basically the dampers are similar to that of the bracing system, but the earthquake resistant concepts will be more in case of the dampers when you compare with the bracing system. Okay, so again bracing system, damper system will be consisting of the different categories like friction damper system and viscous damper system, and different types of the dampers conditions will be there under this category. Okay, so next one is related to the fourth one, which is a base isolation system. Okay, so base isolation system is also one of the most important application basically nowadays most of the people are using for decreasing the earthquake loading condition system. Okay, so if you apply the loading condition system which is related to the lateral loading condition system, initially the value of the seismic load will be applied at the ground support condition system. Okay, in order to decrease that respected support condition system deflection value, we need to introduce the base isolation system. Okay, under this respected category there are 2 types of the base isolation systems are there, which are related to the friction pendulum system as well as the rubber base isolation system. Okay, so these 2 are the basic methods we will use for decreasing the seismic condition system. Okay, so and the fifth one is related to the jacketing of the column. So jacketing is the most people will be used nowadays due to presence of the less amount of the economy. Okay, so basically this jacketing method will be powerful tool for designing of the earthquake resistant structural concepts. Okay, under this category we need to increase the size of the existing column or beam structure. So for example, let us consider I was constructed a building which is related to the ground floor 50 years back. In that 50 years back, we are not considering any kind of the IS codal provision standards. Okay, so if you want to design a another number of the floors on the existing building structure, we need to follow the earthquake resistant models. Okay, so on that jacketing method is one of the most important method. Okay, so in that case they will introduce the increasing the size of the column system by using the dimensions. Okay, so for example, let us consider in olden building I was taken 9 inches cross 9 inches column section. Okay, so in the new building construction system, so we need to increase that existing column size to 12 inches cross 12 inches. Okay, so let us consider in that respected 12 inches cross 12 inches for the respected section, I need to add the extra amount of the steel for the respected column. Okay, so again we have to pour the column with concrete which is having the same amount of the grade which we are used for the respected ground floor section. Okay, so again in the same process we had to construct the remaining column sections which is having the same 12 inches cross 12 inches dimensions. Okay, so this is the fifth one under the earthquake resistant designing methods. Okay, and the last one is related to the infill wall method. This is also one of the most important method to design the earthquake resistant structure. Okay, so infill wall method will be consisting of the wall construction with the different types of the materials like moderate material and low lightweight material and heavyweight material. Okay, under this category it will be comes. Okay, so in this upcoming video sections I will explain you how to design the building structure by using all this respected method. Okay, so in my next video I will explain you bracing system. In my upcoming video I will explain you shear wall system. Then after that I will explain you the concepts how to design that respected earthquake resistant building structure by using dampers and base isolation systems and jacketing of the column and infill wall methods series. Okay, so for that respected structure I will consider the same amount of the specifications which I was specified in the second page here. Okay, so for the present study, for the present 6 models of the building structure, I will consider the G+10 building structure which is located in zone 5 seismic condition. Okay, the basic parameters used for the respected analysis are grade of the concrete is M30 grade and grade of the steel is Fe 500 grade steel and dimensions of the beam is 450 mm cross 650 mm and dimensions of the column is 800 mm cross 500 mm and thickness of the slab is 230 mm and height of the bottom story is 4 meter and height of the remaining story is 3 meter and live loading condition system will be 5 kilonewton per meter square and dead loading condition will be for the floor load will be of 2 kilonewton per meter square and density of the concrete I will consider as 25 kilonewton per meter cube and seismic zone will be of 5 and site type will be of medium condition system. Again importance factor is 1.5, response reduction factor is 5, damping ratio is 5%, class of the structure will be of C structure and basic wind speed I will consider as 55 meter per second. Okay, risk coefficient factor K1 is 1.08 and topography coefficient will be of 1.36 and terrain size will coefficient will be of 1.14 and wind design code is as per the IS 875 part 3 and RCC design code is IS 456 2000 codal provision and steel design code is as per IS 800 code provision and earthquake design code is 1893 2016 code part 1. Okay, so this is the conclusion of the video. So if you have any queries about this respected video, please try to text me your questions in the below comment box. I will try to give the answer for that respected questions. So in my upcoming series of this respected earthquake resistant designing concepts, I will explain you how to design the building structure by using all these methods. Okay, so these are the basic applications for designing of the earthquake resistant structure. Okay, so some of the people was asked me to design the earthquake resistant structure by using ETAP software. So that's why I will proceed with 6 models in this case for the respected designing section. Okay, so for more information regarding the civil engineering concepts, please follow my website civilbasics123.com. So in that website you will able to find some basic concepts which are related to the structural designing concepts and civil engineering concepts. Okay, thank you.